Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If you are still enjoying the series, please do drop a like on the video. Just kind of lets me know that what I'm doing is still something you want to actually see. And also, if you want to see a double upload weekend, drop a like on this video. I'm not going to set an exact target. I just want to see how many you guys can get. Obviously, we'd like to see if we can get 600-700. That'd be fantastic. But hey, if you do any more, then unbelievable stuff. Because it really has been fantastic, the support you've shown over the weekend. Anyway, someone said they wanted to see the finances screen. So this is what we've got at the moment. I'm just going to quickly show you this before I show you some highlights. Now, transfer budget, as you can see, we've got a decent transfer budget. The reason I didn't spend it is because I didn't want to bring in players that weren't good enough just for the sake of it, basically. And you'll see why in a second, because there's a player I've been scouting that I want to show you guys. So enjoy some highlights of the games we played, and I'll join you guys in a sec for a game against Manchester City, because the Leicester game was postponed, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, so join you guys in a sec for that. Spacing behind now, this could be dangerous. Hurtado, back out for Keown. All the way across, and it's put in the net by Samuel. Disappointed, we missed a couple of good chances, and now Reading have the lead. Very annoying start. One through for Murphy. Murphy turns, Murphy scores off the bench. Reading 1, Wimbledon 1. Colin Murphy's 5th goal of the season, and what a player this lad is going to become, surely. Cool takes the free kick, and he's actually fucking scored it. Are you joking? I've not seen a free kick scored in this game so far, and it's the first fucking time, and it's in the 92nd minute. Ridiculous. We've actually lost to a free kick after the red card. 2-1 Reading. Disappointing. Pull it back inside for Shenton. Whoa, what a strike that is. That's goal of the month right there. Oliver Shenton again. Oh, daddy. Singh steps up and scores 1-1 here. Disappointed to give away the penalty. It was definitely a penalty, but just bad play from Barry Fuller. Somebody cross it eventually. Reeves, goal. There we go. 82 minutes. Brentford 1, Wimbledon 2. Jake Reeves, lovely goal. And we'd be about to get ourselves another away win. Wow, Brentford 1, Wimbledon 2. What an away win that is. He got one in. He does. Loveridge at the back post, and he's bloody well scored. Wimbledon 1, Nottingham Forest 0. And that will push us back up into 2nd place. Fuller comes back to Reeves on the edge of the box here. We've only got 7 minutes to go. If we can get through, this will be one hell of a result. Kovarik at the back post. Wimbledon 2, Forest 0. And my God, we roll on. Incredible stuff. And there we go, Wimbledon 2, Forest 0, another stonking victory. Right guys, we're back, and as you can see, we are, I don't know how, but we are 2nd in the league, and I just wanted to take a stop right now, quickly to show you something, and that is this. I've not actually saved the game yet. I haven't saved this game, in fact, since last week when I was playing it, basically. As you can see on the 4th, it's now the 7th today when I'm recording this, Monday morning. So I just wanted to show you that there's no silly bullshit going on, because I've seen little comments in the comments about that sort of thing. You can do this without cheating. You can. You just need to pick the right tactic, pick the right players, and look at the analysis. It can be done. But I just wanted to show you that, just to throw off any kind of that crap. I just can't stand that shit in the comments. I really can't. Also, you know, I expect I'll get the same kind of comments about, oh, well, you could just redo the entire month. Yes, I suppose I could, but I don't have endless time. You know, it's just not something that people have time to do, basically. I thought the fact that I live com every single game should be enough to sort of dissuade that kind of thought, but there you go. Anyway, we are 2nd in the league, and we're going to do a question of the day, and today's question is this: have you ever had the board intervene with a transfer? Ironically, that question was asked not knowing what had been happening with me over the weekend regarding my Yortabor save. Yes, I fucking have. In fact, they've happened twice now. I always play my Yortabor save at the weekend when I get some time, and the last 2 weekends in a row, the board had messed me around. Although the first time, I never actually got a notification saying it was the board, so I don't know if that was the case or not. But yes, I had a player called Alexander Sjöberg, who looked like the next big thing in Swedish football. He hadn't come through our youth academy, but I got him as a 16-year-old. And basically, I'd been turning down bids of like 12 million from like Chelsea and all that kind of crap, basically. And I had all this stuff set to reject all offers, and I wasn't interested in any of that because I wanted to try and keep my squad together. Then the board came in and said, well, we said this offer was too good to turn down. 4 million. 4 million. I'd turned down offers of 12 million, but they wouldn't let me turn down an offer of 4 million. And then I even went to the board and said, you know, can you not do that, please, you bastards? And then they said, all right, fine, we agree with you, and then just did it anyway. That feels a bit broken to me. No board in the right mind would behave like that in real life. They certainly wouldn't let me turn down a 12 million offer to take a 4 million. Very annoying. Have you guys ever had any experiences like that? Do let me know. And if you do have any ideas for a question of the day as well, drop those in the comments too with the hashtag QOTD. Now, I'm actually talking even faster than usual at the moment, and there is a reason for that. It's because I've got a shitload of notes that I want to quickly go through with you guys. But as you can see, we are 2nd. Obviously, we had some great results so far this month, but Lyle Taylor has torn a calf muscle and it's going to be out until Christmas. So it's going to be time for Colin Murphy to step up. Now, I'll just quickly show you these stats while I talk about some of the other things I quickly need to talk about. I completely slipped my mind that we were higher than the MK Dons in the league, and it kind of sucks in a way because I really hoped that we were going to get to play against them. Now, I don't think we're going to get out the championship in the first season, contrary to our current league position, and if they were to come back up, I'd almost like that, just so we could play against them, frankly, because otherwise we're not going to play against them very much. I will show the leagues I had on again, because I swear I've already done this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I've already done that. I do have some new kits, which Adam Doyle, a sub of mine, was kind enough to wait, and the only reason I haven't put them in yet is because I haven't had time to make the config file to actually put the kits into the game and set all that stuff up, basically, because it's not like usually I would just add on to the current config file, but I don't have one, so yeah, I haven't had time to make a config file for it. So that when I can get round to doing that, I will do that as well. Let's see if there's anything else. The tactic is up for download now. If you go to my website, it's the top of the page. You'll see the download there. I did put it up at the weekend, but I haven't had a chance to put it in a video to say so. So yes, you can download the tactic now. Orinoco 2 isn't there, but you know how to make the changes. You just drop the defensive winger back to defensive winger and put the goalkeeper onto a goalkeeper on defend. Is there anything else? Apparently we had Daniel Bachmann on Pompey. I don't remember that personally, but I think it does ring a bell now that I think about it. So perhaps that is actually genuinely the case. Now we're going to go with Loveridge there. No, actually, is Fabio back? I'm tempted to start him today just to get him some match fitness because it is a Capital One Cup game, and maybe start Murphy, in fact. Kovacic, Saville, Reeves, Frankham, Toure, Grandison, and apparently it's pronounced Anderson. Apparently the D is silent, or not silent, but just doesn't get pronounced. Now, I genuinely wasn't, I don't speak Danish or have much of an idea of the Danish syntax. I just figured that the Danish syntax is relatively similar to Swedish. I know it is similar, but I know there is some nuances, and I'm not familiar with them. So apparently that is Anderson. So if that is correct, do let me know that is correct. Otherwise, I'll be saying it like this for the next 4 or 5 episodes. Just in case you're wondering, the best time, if you need something instantly in a video kind of thing, is Sunday night, because I generally record on Monday, which means that that's the closest, whereas I generally, like, if you tell me something on like a Friday, I'll have got the whole weekend's videos done, so I can't make any changes immediately. But that's the team we're probably going to go with. Now, actually, one more thing I wanted to quickly show you guys. See if I can find it, though. In my... Oh, hello. York want Murphy on loan. Well, York can sod off. I want to find the 8th of September, because we got a scouting report through, and I really want to show you this specifically. Western Africa. Here we go. So we got this guy come through in the scouting report. This is Solomon Njuku. Now... obviously, this guy's interesting as well, but I'm more interested in Njuku because of his current potential, current ability. You notice I've got this back on. I knocked this to the side and made it smaller, and this came back. So excellent, we've now got both. I'm scouting him at the moment, but he came through, and I was interested, and this is why I didn't want to go and buy loads of players immediately. I wanted to save my time, let my scouts come in, and this is one of the ones that I've managed to come up with, so I'm interested in him. We'll see what my scouts think when they've actually scouted him a bit further, because he's only 70% done, but that's just something I wanted to quickly show you guys. Now, let's get into the game today. So, we're playing against Manchester City. It's obviously going to be tough. I was a bit unsure as to which one we were actually going to do as the live con for today's episode, but I decided to go with City, because I said I was thinking about doing it anyway. When the Leicester game got postponed, I thought, why the hell not? So we've got... Stevan Jovetic, we've got David Silva, we've got Fabian Delph, we've got Judas, we've got Fernando, we've got Kranvita, interestingly, we've got Mangala at left back. I thought he was a centre back. I mean, I suppose he could play there too, but that's strange. Otamendi, John Stones, Lindelof, Joe Hart, a guy called Chambers, I don't know if he's real, Matt Chambers, okay, I assume he is, Nkwali, Williams, Outshrift, lovely, Ncham, Danea, and a guy called, is that Ashley Wright? Adam Wright. Oh, he's a regen. Wow, he looks probably quite decent. Anyway, so let's get into the game. I do have some other stuff to talk about, but I'm going to use the game as a chance to talk about that sort of stuff with you guys. Did I not actually click it? Right, there we go. Obviously, I don't expect us to do anything, but I put out a full strength team because we're doing okay, and frankly, why the hell not? Let's give it a good old crack. You know, you never know. If we can beat Burnley, we probably can't beat City, but who cares, guys? Who cares? Did I put highlights on? Someone also wants to see how you put these notifications on. Right, basically, if you go into here and go into match feed settings, you'll have all this stuff on automatically, but if you turn on team and player stat, and stuff like that. That is how you get those extra ones that I normally have as well. You can obviously turn off some of these as well, but I generally leave most of them on, just in case, basically. So that's how you turn those on, in case you're wondering. But yeah, I'm just going to go through a couple of the other things that I've got on this sort of list that I've got here. I saw some comments the other day about people going, oh, the comments have spoiled the video for me. Don't look at the comments before you watch the video. It's really simple. Like, don't complain about people talking about the video in the comments, because that's what the comments are for. You know, it's very simple. I know sometimes the comments, if you're on a mobile, can sometimes appear, but just, you know, that's not really so much I can do about that. I'm not going to ban people talking about the episode in the comments of the episode. Jovetic is throwing a great save from Big Bachmann. Nananana, Bachmann. Excellent stuff. Oh, that's coming out later. If he does something amazing, I will be bringing that back. I've got a new corner tactic. And when I say corner tactic, I mean defensive corner tactic. And we've not conceded this this month yet from a corner. We've actually looked quite strong defending them in before we concede immediately from one right now. But look, we've not got a lot of people forward as a result of it, which means that we're not so good on the counter-attack afterwards. But what we've got is we've got the fullbacks on the post, we've got our centre-backs marking tall players, we've got one player who's pacey lurking on the edge of the box to make that breakaway, and everybody else is set to mark the zonal 6-yard box spots, basically, and it seems to have worked so far, and that's a good sign, basically, because if we can cut out that part of our game, then I'd be very, very pleased. But today's a good test of that, basically. If we can stop conceding from corners against a team like Manchester City, then I would be very, very impressed with this. Fernando across the near post, that doesn't count as a corner goal anyway. It's 1-0 to City, as you would kind of expect, unfortunately. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is Tony Harris, because I don't think I explained this very well, and I think what happened was I accidentally edited it out of a video because there was background noises in it, because I swear I did explain this before. It might have been when my game capture cut out, I don't know. Basically, Tony Harris's contract actually expired in 2018. Now, for some reason, I thought for the entirety of that season that it was the ending at the end of this year. Several people did point that out to me in the comments, but of course, it was difficult to get that into videos that I'd already recorded, of course. So yeah, basically that's why we were able to sell him, and that's why he was still here when he went in the last episode, basically. So just to clear out any of that confusion, and I know that was confusing, frankly, because I saw plenty of comments about it, and obviously I will reply to those. It's just been a bit of a busy weekend. Now, is there anything else? Yeah. Now, I just wanted to quickly talk about as well why I often sort of, like, if you give me a suggestion for a player, most of the time I won't go and sign them. The reason for that is, not because I don't think your suggestion is fantastic, I'm sure it is, but it sort of takes part of the fun out of me finding players. Now, as I'm sure you like finding players too, it's part of the fun of the game, and it's one of the reasons I love FM is the hunt for the players, basically, whether they be regens or otherwise. I prefer the regens, but I'm still partial to a good player like George Saville, for example. But that's the reason I generally don't follow them, just because I like to bring in players that I've found personally, and I feel like it makes it a little bit more complex and a little bit more difficult if I don't just have to know who I'm going to sign straight away and, not have to worry about actually doing any scouting. That's just part of the fun for me, basically, anyway. And I'm sure some of you guys are the same as that when you play the game as well. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Yes, with the new save that I'm thinking about, and I talked about this over the last couple of episodes, but in sparse ways. Basically, because I did think I said this in the episode, but the comments seemed a bit confused about that. It will be a team from a country that are either 15th to 25th sort of area in the UEFA Nation Coefficient, Mangala, and another good save from Bachmann. I'm wondering if we can make some changes soon, because we're actually only a goal down here, and I wonder if maybe just trying something. You notice we've got players back from a throw-in now. I don't really know what it was, but it does seem to have resolved itself now for some reason. I haven't really made any changes, really, but I did set up some throw-in takers, and maybe the game, because I think what happened is the players that we had initially setting up to take throw-ins, Fernando's through, and he's missed, were actually taking... The game was... All the players that I'd originally set up are either no longer at the club, which meant that we no longer had designated throw-in takers, and the game seemed to be choosing the wrong ones for us. So I've set that all up, and it does seem to make a difference now, and hopefully that should solve that problem as well in the long run. I think that must have been what it was, basically. Someone said it was because we were playing a high defensive line. No. The defensive line has nothing to do with throw-ins. It has to do with your defensive line, basically. But yeah, so the save would probably be... Well, not probably. It would be, if I was going to do it, it would be with a team from... well, I've actually got the list here. Romania, Austria, Croatia, Poland, Cyprus, Belarus, Israel, Norway, or Denmark. Now, I know Scotland are 25th, but I wouldn't want to do another team in the British Isles just because I want to spread out a little bit and do a team on the continent. Roberts is through, and look at that from bloody hell. Seriously, bloody hell, what a goalkeeper he's been for us. How good has he been today? Right, we're going to make some substitutions now, though, just to shore things up and get some of these players off. Give him a rest, because Murphy's looking frustrated, so I might get Loveridge on up there, actually, up top. Toure, Kinsella could do with a run-out to get some match fitness in, and I might actually get Darren Bell in as well for... Actually, wait, let me just quickly check what type of player Darren Bell is. He's an advanced playmaker, right, okay. So he'll play in place of Reeves. That's going to be triple subs right now. I might throw it on attacking later and just try and nick something, just to see if we can come up with something special. But yeah, so it would be with one of the top clubs from one of those countries, basically. It wouldn't be, like, as I saw people suggesting things like Portugal. Portugal are the 5th best league in the world. Sorry, not the world, apologies. In European qualification. They get Champions League spots anyway, so it's a bit of a non-issue. I wanted to pick a team that doesn't really get that far generally, and we could really push with them. Obviously Sweden wouldn't count, even though they are part of that set, because I'm already doing a save and spare. Hello, Fabio, pull it across, go on, son. Square it. He's found Loveridge. Oh, what a chance that was. We could have equalised at Manchester City here. Kinsella, what a chance. Bell, can he play it out wide? He's been fat. Right, I'm going to go for attacking for these last few minutes, just to completely shake things up. We're going to shoot on sight, we're going to look for the overlap, and I'm actually going to exploit the middle, because that's where that chance came. I'm going to push the tempo, even though we're not getting a lot of possession, and maybe look a bit longer passing for the final part of this game. Look for some balls over the top, maybe, just to try and stress things out a little bit. I might even go for overload, to be honest. It's 10 minutes. If we lose, we lose. But if we win or get a goal, that would be outrageousness, frankly. Let's push forward. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm planning with that save. So there's obviously only a couple of clubs that it could be from each of those nations. So Romania would be probably Steaua, Steaua Bucharest, or I can't remember how it's pronounced exactly. From Austria. Now, as much as Red Bull Salzburg, of course, are the top club in Austria, I would probably not want to do it with Red Bull Salzburg, just because I'd like to do it with the more traditional Austrian side. So that would be perhaps one I wouldn't do. Poland, it would either be Legia Warsaw or Lech Poznan. Cyprus, obviously, it would be Apoel. Belarus, it would be Bati Borisov. Israel, it would be Apoel Tel Aviv. No, not Apoel Tel Aviv. Maccabi Tel Aviv, apologies. Norway, it would be Rothenburg. Denmark, it would be Michelin or Copenhagen, basically. That's where it would be looking at for that. We've done so well to only lose that 1-0, frankly. We got absolutely spanked, and Daniel Bachmann, to me, was my man of the match. He is my hero, and I'll say it again, Nananana, Bachmann. Right, so, how are we? We're only 40 minutes into the episode, that's decent. I know some people wanted to see slightly longer episodes, but the problem is, I'm trying to find a sweet spot where people can really enjoy the episode and not have to worry about it being too long, or that's basically, and I found that 50 minutes is around the sweet spot that I've been looking for. So, in the next episode, guys, we're going to be doing, who should we do? Oh, hello, Sunderland, that'll be a fun one. There's a few games out of the way then. If we do, are they 21st? By the way, Huddersfield Town spent £29 million in the transfer window. To give you an idea, we've spent about, I think, 700,000. So, yeah, not bad business so far, because I think we beat Huddersfield away. No, in fact, we did beat Huddersfield away, what we're talking about. So, yeah, in the next episode, guys, we're going to do the Sunderland game. Don't forget, if you do want to see a double upload weekend this weekend as well, then do drop a like on the video. And if you're just enjoying the series in general, please do drop a like on the video. That would mean the world to me. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, hopefully, in your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for the game against Sunderland. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. And yes, there will be a vote on the new series, of course, when that comes out, if I decide to do that. And if I don't, then there'll still be a vote anyway, so do not worry about that. And I will see you guys in the next episode for the game against Sunderland. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.